Welcome back to another episode of Inside Access Control, sponsored by SIA. Very excited today to have Kristen join us from ALC Consulting. Right now, with everything that's going on, thought it was important that we spend some time talking about the job market. We've seen the job and unemployment rates. You see a lot of discussions and talk. Also, though, there are places out there that are looking for people. So as much as people like to talk about the doom and gloom side, there is some silver linings of opportunity that are there. So wanted to bring experts in that field to talk about it a little bit. See, for those of you that are maybe looking for a job, what is some things you could do to stand out? And then for the companies that are looking for good people, there's a lot of people that are out there. How can you separate yourself also, find the right person for the right job? So why don't we kick it off by having you just introduce yourself, give a little bit of background.
ALC Consulting is a firm dedicated to the physical security industry. And between myself, Chris Staniforth, and Todd Broderick, we have over 53 years of experience working in this industry. So that's something that makes us very unique versus other people that do what we do. And both Todd and I have done everything from being a regional sales manager, carrying the bag, doing the demonstrations, hauling the demo equipment, managing sales forces throughout the country, managing sales engineers. So the unique perspective we bring is for a lot of the candidates that we work with, we've done their job. For the people that hire from us, we've done their job. So we understand the unique challenges of managing up, managing down, managing the channel, managing your customers.
Wonderful. Thank you again for the time to do this. So why don't we kick it off? Let's have a conversation with everything that's going on in the industry. What are you seeing? And then if we could get into, if I'm somebody that just lost my job, what do you recommend? And if I'm a manufacturer looking for people, what do you recommend?
Okay. So I'd like to talk about a few things here. And a lot of times, since the recession has started and the pandemic, people call in and they already call in with a negative preconceived attitude. There's no jobs out there. And that's a misnomer we'd like to kind of correct. Okay. The market has definitely shifted from a candidate-driven market to an employer-driven market. So for the past several years, the candidates have had many more options than the employers had as far as candidates. But this is always cyclical in the world of recruiting. So one thing that always happens within a recession is companies are looking to upgrade, especially companies that are smaller brands that have not had as much revenue. So this is a time that companies like to upgrade. Another thing that kind of happens during a recession, the hiring processes take longer. Companies still hire, but they're more selective. So if you as a candidate are interviewing, you make sure you got your A+ game going. You make sure you're more prepared than you'd ever been before for an interview. And we're seeing also at this time, new technologies are looking for people. So there is a lot of opportunity out there. So don't go in with preconceived notions that there's no opportunity. Hiring cycles are long, but plenty of great things are happening.
Great. And then from a manufacturing point of view, if I'm looking for people, and there's a lot of people that are out there currently right now, any tips or thoughts on what they can do to figure out how to find those people that you're looking for?
Well, obviously, ALC Consulting would be an excellent resource for that.
Well done.
Reaching out to us, but a lot of our partners are very active on the social media side of things. They're posting on LinkedIn. Several have internal recruiters that help them identify talent. So all the usual networking things that one does to advance your career still apply today.
I did an interview today with a group of young professionals. And one of the things that they were looking for was they're looking to attract new talent into the market, right? So it's one thing now, you get a flood of call it seasoned talent that maybe you're looking for, but now you have a whole crop that's coming through. I guess how, as a young person, what advice would you give to them on how they could differentiate themselves and get noticed or attract the right types of companies to what, somebody that wants to get into this industry?
Well, I think one thing they could do is probably join SIA Rise, which is dedicated to helping younger professionals in our industry advance their career. Network with people like us. Manufacturers are looking for new blood within the industry. As technology has evolved and products have become more technologically advanced, some people have struggled to grasp that, and manufacturers are looking for new blood, new energy to get into the space. So there's a lot of opportunity in this industry. It's provided a phenomenal living for myself and Todd Broderick for decades. It's an industry you can always count on to grow, maybe not as much as others, but it's in a recession. A nice industry like this that still manages to grow is a great spot to be career-wise.
Perfect. No, I appreciate that. That's I find that myself too. There's a passion around it, and it is a place you can get into and has ample opportunity. So typically, I'd like to ask you: is there anything that you all are looking for?
Okay, well, we're looking for passionate people that care about the industry. We've got a few specific roles that we're looking for people. We've got everything from a chief revenue officer on the IP video side of things. We need some sales engineers in the Northeast. We need salespeople in New York. There's all kinds of people that we're looking for. So, reach out to us if you need some help.
And if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do that?
Our number is 303-376-6282. Todd Broderick is at extension 14. I'm at extension 11. Todd's email is tb@alcrecruiting.com. My email is cs@alcrecruiting.com.
Wonderful. You joining and giving the great insight and advice. I think you're spot on with the industry, the advice that you gave for people on, the attitude a lot of times matters in a lot of this. So coming in with a positive attitude does definitely help. And good luck with everything. And I appreciate what you all do for the industry. Thank you.